Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and we are here to launch into space. So let's go ahead and get back our queue for research so we can actually make stuff and do things. We were trying to go for capacity bonus, shooting speed, any of the damagey stuff is really good. Steel productivity, mining productivity, those sound good. We don't need atomic bombs though. Now we are getting to the next part of stuff, which is the Fulgora engineering. Recycling requires not your usual stuff. You have to mine Entity Fulgoran Vault Ruin. They look like that. Yeah, they're big. Anyway, so the thing with going to space, you can't take your stuff. The only thing you can take is... oh god, I have pistols. Why do I even have pistols? You can't take ammunition. You can take your guns and your power armor, but nothing else. So you want to turn off personal logistics, open up a chest, chuck in everything. That's why we put these chests here before. Yeah, just get rid of everything. And then you say travel to space platform, and we're going to go on the Borg ship. We are being assimilated by the Borg. Enjoy it. That was only half evil. Too bad we can't say, Scotty, beam us up. I thought about starting that way, and then I'm like, well, but we aren't beaming. We certainly are not taking a shuttlecraft. Well, what am I going to say? Oh, I can't take all of this stuff because of the delicate weight requirements. And apparently a human, weighs as much as 100 steel plates. That doesn't go over well. So I couldn't do, the proper Star Trek intro. So we apologize. Now, once you're on your ship, you cannot walk around. You are inside, as it shows on the diagram here. Incidentally, if there are any modders out there that wants to make me a Star Trek uniform, maybe with a top that can be, changed in color like the engineer's uniform, that would be awesome. I'll wear it in the next series. We already have the proper boots, I think, but we just need black pants and a TNG style uniform. That's what I'm looking for. TNG, best Star Trek ever. Anyway, right. So we need to go to a place. Now we have 0 stations right now. We can add Novice and we can add Fulgora because we haven't actually researched the other planets, and that's quite intentional. I just want to do one thing at a time so it's not that confusing. So we don't have all these other weird research things hanging on, like the just like what I talked about earlier, this stuff. Otherwise, if you have a lot of these do, then it's oh, which planet's that again? Hold on, because we have Gleba here, agriculture, so we can't look for iron stromatolites on Fulgora. So I want it to be less confusing for you, the viewer. Anyway, Novice, what I usually do is, if we have this going back and forth automatically, we'll do all requests satisfied and then also do an item count of cargo. We want to have, we want to have our ammo, yellow ammo, greater than or equal to 2,500. Okay. And then we want to take this off or turn it off because we don't want to do the planet starter kit. What we're probably going to do is send the ship back and forth to bring us stuff that we can build with. But wait, are there any assembling machines? Why are there no assembling machines? Maybe, oh, there are. They're just basic assembling machines. Okay. Anyway, if we want to bring stuff from Novice, then we can send the ship back and forth on its own. It does not need help. As we saw, did we test this ship? I don't think we actually tested this ship. Okay. All right, it's fine. I think that the ammo should get us there and back. Let's test this real quick. Let's just go to Fulgora. Oh, there we go. It saves the first time you go because space is scary, man. Anyway, let's check this out. We are going there. We are doing things. This is our gauge of how far we've gone. It will find things out for us. Did we get good thingies? No, I don't think so. I think these are just basic ones. Anyway, it is grabbing stuff. It will grab more stuff when we use more asteroids on the belt, because and for that we need to use ammo. Basically, we have to use up some of the stuff first. So journey's going pretty well. Now, some things that you might not know about yet are things like asteroid availability. So, and you can see where asteroids come in. Let's see, space route from Novice to Fulgora. So for example, you can look at this space route and see how many asteroids are, are in each part of the journey, right? So carbonic asteroids, you get this much, and it shows you where you are on this journey and how many asteroids you can expect as a ratio, you know? So it's kind of cool. There's a lot of information in the Factoriopedia. I recommend you look at it. It is very useful. Yeah, we are not getting touched by anything because we are good at building ships, and we succeed at this. We're getting a lot of asteroids, lots of chunks coming in, which is great. And these tiny little things, they don't even do any damage to stuff. So the only things you worry about are these things here. These are, I think these are mediums. Is that mediums? Yeah, these are medium asteroids. So those are the only things we care about killing because, yeah, they would damage us quite badly. Now, in the beginning, like when we were at the party, we were like, oh my god, let's build walls around the whole thing. I mean, they'll protect you a little bit from mediums, but they will not do anything against big asteroids or the huge ones. It's quite the learning curve there. But yeah, this ship is performing really well. One thing we can look at is our efficiency here. Wow, 100% efficiency we were at when we had that level of speed. So this is good. There are curve gradients as well. Wow, look at this. Now, this means that our ship is traveling slower than it can, but it's okay. I mean, we get there, and it is very efficient on the fuel. On this tiny ship, we only have one fuel maker of each type, and there are reasons for that, because later you'll get a very efficient fuel recipe when you get, like, upgraded asteroid processing and stuff like that. But yeah, this was a very efficient ship to build, and I'll put it in the blueprint book and upload it for you after I finish this episode. I think we'll just have that in our catalog of ships. I also have the other ship. I don't know if you want the other ship. Let me know if you want the other ship. The one I built off camera. Oh, no. Go back to Fulgora. Okay, we're going to add a wait condition. We'll just say passenger not present and present. Yeah, so that it won't leave, because it actually went to Fulgora and then left. Now, I've heard there's a mod that puts a planet on the screen when you're actually there. I think it's kind of fluff, but it could be a good visual representation. Like right now, it would have a planet here, and I wish that would be nice if it's part of vanilla. But there is a mod out there that I might use on my next playthrough. Anyway, to get off, we're going to drop to a planet. So we're going to drop to Fulgora. And here we go. Hooray. Whoosh. I like this whooshing thing. We visited Fulgora. Got an achievement. Hooray. Purple clouds. Ooh, mysterious. We landed on an island with a beach. Thank God. If you saw my duo playthrough with Matthias, you will know that sometimes you don't have a beach and life is a BTCH with some changed vowels. shall we say. Anyway, staying near a lightning collector, lightning rod, makes you safe because those lightning bolts will hurt. Now, what we want to do is we want to find those big ruins that we looked at for the research. And on our map, we can already see some islands that have scrap deposits. 141 million is a lot. That looks sexy. Holy fuzzy cats. Wow, and that's it. This is all the island we got here? What the heck? All right. That's 83 million. This is a huge 168 million. This one is only 422k. So yeah, this is a nice island right there. Wow. Must be really really rich. Okay, so we're going to look for... We need to get the thing first, okay? We can't do anything unless we can get scrap recycling. So we really need to make sure that we find that thing. And usually, actually, it's right there. Ugh, silly me. They're always in these circular things. It's like this sort of alien ritual summoning site. We'll just call it that, eh? Oh my god, I've turned into a Canadian. Eh? All right, I want to go down and explore this place. This looks like a bigger island. This might be quite useful for us. Basically, you want to get quite a big island or an island chain where you have a lot of land area and or islands that are quite close together where you can span with electrical poles and roboports. Oh, this looks nice. This has cliffs, but it continues forever. Oh, I think this is the island. This seems to have no scrap. So, ship. Hello. Okay, my Borg ship. First of all, we need to clonk a couple of things down. We need to get the cargo bays and the landing pad down on the ground. So that's first. Now, we need to go back to Novice and add items. So we're going to say to Fulgora. We're going to make a new group here. Oh, we already have one called to Fulgora. Arg. This is annoying because I put down that thing that actually, let's see one thing. Let me see if I can delete this and remake it. To Fulgora. To Fulgora. Aha. Okay. And then we'll just say to Fulgora. Yeah. Okay. So we want it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening? Oh, wait, no, it's here. Ah! I'm not. Oh, God, I've almost died. Hold on, hold on. Where's it? Where's lightning rods? Lightning rod? Oh, no! No! Oh, no. Oh, crap. All right, well, I will respawn somewhere. I'm not sure where, though. I should have stayed under a lightning collector rod thing. Okay, well, this is good. I get to pick up this, at least. That's the materials that came from the universe for us. Okay, those look like that. Let me see if I can just go in. Carefully! Walk carefully! Oh. Because I have no armor on right now at all, so this is not good. Is there any... Okay, here's the coverage. They look like little... They look different. Each of them looks different. This is not great. Wading through the muck. Oh no. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The problem is I didn't see any of those. But yeah, you should always stand yourself next to a building, especially when you're looking at a spaceship. Yeah. But what I want to do is find a lightning collector and stand under it, and then we go back to our spaceship because I really need to get the ship on its way so that we can pick up some items. And I've now forgotten what we needed to pick up. This is not ideal, for sure. It's like, no. Also, I should have collected that thing while I was there, but I was so focused on trying to get my suit of armor back. All right, let me stand under this thing. Where exactly did I die? Oh, it's there. Okay. Is there a thing to see? There's not a thing to see lightning shield coverage thingies. All right, well, we'll just have to do our best. I'll tell you, the pitfalls, man. It's a thing. Now, what was I gonna get on Novice? Oh, yes, rail bridges and things. Yes, of course. Now, oh God. Oh, God. And I don't have any fish or anything. This is not great. This is not great. Please let me survive. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. I feel like I should run in circles like a crocodile. Like for a crocodile. Okay, that's not a thing either. If I get my stuff, please give it to me. Please give me my armor. Okay, that's also not a thing. But at least I can die closer now. God. Oh, Lord. All right, we need to go under the lightning rod. There are no lightning rods here, which is very interesting. I guess it really doesn't matter, though, for gameplay. If you're wondering, for gameplay purposes, you cannot use the scrap lightning towers that are around. Okay, they don't... oh, God, where did it go? Okay, well, we got to go back to that place anyway. Got to go there anyway. So, let's go. That is an absolutely huge landmass. That is massive. Okay, I'm healed now. But yeah, none of these are really super close. I think we use this scrap area and maybe have the train go through these islands so it can pick up the other scrap as well when that one runs out. I think that's a good idea. All right, let's go over here. We want to dig this thing up. Yeah, see how it looks like a giant pit? And on the map, it looks like this circular thing. It's like an alien worship site or something. So you got to dig this thing up, and then you get access to the technology which we need, which is recycling. That allows you to build the recycling thingy. There we go. Technology, recycling, researched. Yay! Okay, so now we can make a thing. Now, what we want to do is we do want to go back to that continent that we found. Let me just go down there. And we also... So we want to place down our hub, our planetary collection thingy, whatever it's called. Yeah, that cargo landing pad. We want to place down the cargo landing pad and begin our mall and begin all the other stuff that we need. So, let's see. I think up here could be a good area for scrap recycling. Maybe down here we can build the factory. Well, there's some scrap here. Okay, we don't have to, like, get the rails imminently. But we definitely need to build lightning collectors immediately just so that we're safe. Oh my God, that hurt. Okay. Help, help, help. Oh no, no, no. Oh God, oh God. Okay, and then let's let this happen. Okay, there we go. So then we're going to do the Fulgora. Oh God. Hold on one second. I think if I take some stuff down, I need to be very careful about what I send down right now because I want to take it out of the hub. I don't want the hub to die. I'm actually worried that the hub is going to die or this cargo area is going to die. Okay, so I don't want to, like, have everything come down yet. Hello? Hello? Please? There it comes. Okay. I want to grab all the stuff so it doesn't get destroyed. And I want to build a lightning collector. Help! Ah! There it is. Stone bricks? What? Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here's stone. Stone, stone, stone. Ah, make a thing. Did I bring any fuel? Did I bring fuel? I bet I didn't. Crap. Alright, well that's a thing to add to the thing. Okay. So I can't make stone brick yet. Can I make a recycler? No! I need concrete! Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no. Alright. I think the only thing to do here is to go get some stuff. This is so dumb. I can't believe that I forgot those things, actually. So we're gonna go up here to this island and stand there. And then get stuff from with our ship. Because we need concrete and stone brick, obviously. And possibly some fuel. With scrap, you can recycle it into fuel, but let's see, is there concrete? Wrong ship. Concrete. Why is there no concrete? Huh, weird. Alright, let's stand here where it's safe. Alright. Okay, Borg ship, go back to Novice, please. We're gonna pick up some stuff. We're gonna set up an order. We need our concrete, right? We need stone brick. Let's get stone brick, concrete, and because both of those things I believe are in the scrap when you refine it. But yeah, this is really the cry is real, man. That's all I can say about that. Let's see. These are made out of things that I think we can get quite easily. Refined concrete and rails. Ooh, and we should bring rails. My God. Let's get like 400 rails. And I think we can make the other stuff here, perhaps. I wonder how many locomotives we can take. Take 5. How much are those? So these cost 20 engines. And engines, if I were to make one, or ship some, engines are a stack size of, wow, 400 per rocket. I think we bring 400 on a rocket. I think that's a good idea. Okay. So let's bring these things back. That was really scary. Jeez. Oh, God. Oh, wait. We're mining stuff here. Maybe we can actually get some stone bricks and things. Or things. No, it doesn't look like we're getting any form of fuel. Also, just FYI, this is not water. This is heavy oil. So you can actually plumb the depths with a pump or an offshore pump, and you get oil straight from the ocean. Perfect stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So let's not die. Let's check on our ship again. Okay, the Borg has almost reached Novice. Wait, we do have... Wait, they are okay. Okay. Oh, I think it's because the inserter covers part of the symbol with the little line there, so it's really hard to see that they were upgraded ones. Excellent. Well, we are not running out of ammo, so that's the main thing. Can't believe we already had a slight disaster. And this, you know, I've played this game for quite a while, including Space Age, so this should not be happening. I completely agree. Okay, I'm going to put that on my list here. Let's see, Fulgora. We need fuel. Stone bricks. Concrete blocks. Concrete. What else did we want? Oh, yeah. We also need the... I think I was going to get bridges because they are... Huh. This must have a very different... No rocket capacity. Okay, it is at Novice. 124 on the planet. Oh, I bet we don't have all of the things ready to do things. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to novice and see what's going on here. Okay, automatic, automatic. Yes. Yes, and okay. Now then, the engine units. Let's see. Where are... Oops, not this one. We need to go to L, Logistics Network. Engines. Where are you at? Where are these engine units at? Oh, they're probably here. I see. Yes. Okay, so... Oh, we don't have any coming from these makers. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a thingy here and a boxy here and do a filter here for engine. This is at the very end of the line, so it's only going to take up stuff that is not needed. So put in a... because it goes past all of these makers. There we go. Okay. So that should scoop up a bunch of the engines for use on the spaceship, or for carrying by the spaceship, I should say. So we have many stone bricks, but they are... Hello, novice. What you doing? Hello. Okay, now you're making more stuff. Okay. One thing that might be interesting, I think, is if we had an ability to preload the rockets before the ships got here, as in like, this ship is incoming, bots, start your run, you know, start bringing stuff. I guess those sorts of things can be changed in general by the player, probably annoying the game severely. But yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we get to build more. That's not a problem. We have materials flowing in. Hooray. What I want to do with the... it looks like we do have a belt, a whole belt of this rocket fuel. We need to put it on both sides of the belt because... So we have more belt storage. If you're not familiar with the concept of belt storage, it's where we use both lanes of a belt to add more stuff on. Like this could be storing twice as much because it's only on one side of the belt. So therefore we want to store it on the belt. And it's quite a long belt all the way going up here. So we could have been making a lot more in the meantime, but we weren't. So anyway, it's okay. It'll be fine. We'll get everything going. And let's see, how is our ship? Hello ship, how you doing? Okay, you got that. All right. See, rocket capacity is 5. I think with this, we need a few. Rocket capacity 1? Oh my god. Okay, let's rejig this a tiny bit. All right. To get to here, we need, if we have a train going on a single line, which we might want to do it double line, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ramps at the very least for a single line. So let's change that. So that's only 6 rockets instead of 10 rockets. I know that sounds insane, but we can actually make most of these on our own. These aren't so bad because you can fit 5 per rocket. Still, I think I'm going to go with 10 instead of 20. And I think we can make the others on our own. I think that would be just fine. All right, novice. All right, novice, let's go. You can do this. Fill up your coffers. Let's go, let's go. Why is this not... Hello? Why are you not getting requests? Oh, because it's not built yet, technically. I think this animation takes a very long time. Like, why aren't robots en route here, you know? See, robots should already be en route with this stuff. I like efficiency, man. We know this is gonna... The animation can't cancel, so bots should be on their way. Okay, we got more coming up. Hooray. This is exciting. Now, as you see, we have run out of stuff, but that's okay. We can actually bolster our supplies. One of the things that I am thinking about is adding... Oh, I shouldn't have put this here, should I? No. I should have... Why did I not leave space here? I is the dumb. I is the dumb. We could add a train station here and a smelter on either side of these things to make more copper for this situation here. That might be a good thing to do because they're running out of copper with these LDSs here, especially this thing. What we can actually do is shift all of it into this one and then have a smelter over here just to supply that one. I think that's a good idea. It's only one smelter, actually. And you know what? I'll do 2 smelters. One for each of them just to bolster both of them to have, like, full production. Because why not? You know? I mean, it makes sense. So, let's get... let's take that out of the book here. We're going to do production. Smelting. Early game is fine. Now, where do we get fuel from? Probably from this side. So it's going to be an in-out type. So we want smelting with steel furnaces in-out. Ah, no, but it's going to be an in-in because reasons. It's going to be a hybrid. What we want is to have a hybrid, actually. So... let's do it this way. I'll figure something out, don't worry. We're going to be sensible and put them... Actually, no, wait. Let's do it the other way. We want the other ones. So I would love if this thing went back to the page you were on instead of opening from the beginning again. That it would remember where you were, you know? Okay, so it's this, I think. Yeah, okay. This one, wrong way. This one, okay. Yeah, there we go. You know what fuel we have? We got rocket fuel. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, let's look at our ship. What are we getting here? What do we need? We still need engines. We have 522. Obviously, that box did its job. Anything else that we need? Probably not. I guess, you know what we could do? We could see if we can get a bunch of assemblers. Yeah. All right, let's get the assemblers. And then we can look back at this again. We could technically use rocket fuel. That's a lot of rocket fuel wasted on this. I don't really want to do that. I thought we had a coal belt, right? Oh, that ended here. Okay. We could technically do that, though. Can I just go... No, because if I run into that, that's bad. Yeah, maybe we could do this, though. Yeah. Oh. I went over it. That's fine. I'm not going to quibble over small things. Okay, there we go. It will not work with those, though. The splitters. Now here we can remove some of this. Don't think we can remove both. There might be a thing. So here we need to get it across there. Okay. All right, so that's going to be our fuel source for this. And then we need to build a train station and get some copper in here, probably from this mine, because why not, you know? That works. Let's check on the ship again. Oh, it's on its way. It is on its way to Fulgora already. So it got everything. And we're going to drop all that stuff. Someday we'll get there. I think what I'll do is I'll pop down the thingy for now. Cargo landing pad. And let it get... I want the stone bricks and the concrete. Oh, that was epic. I don't think I've ever heard that part of this track. I must have heard it at some point. I just don't remember it. Okay, concrete and stone bricks. Because I really want to make those... We need to make lightning rods, and we need to make something else, which I forgot. I'm not going to... We need to set up, first of all, the... those recyclers. And then we can make the rails and all the other stuff. So, yeah. Alright, it's still working. Let's go back to Novice and figure out this train station here. So, I'm going to do an unloading station for copper. It only needs to be one-sided, so I'm going to just do something like this. Sure. Whoops. Wrong planet. Okay. So I think we can just do something like this. You know? Sure. And let's figure out where we have coverage. Right? There we go. All right, that should build this at the very least. And we can connect this all the way here as needed. So... put that in the robo zone. But let's take this up this way. We can actually just connect it here. Uh-huh. Do this. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then of course we need to get more roboports because obviously we need to make this proper. All right, and oh, and I don't even know how far to make it. That's annoying. Ah, well, we have to do a little bit of like. Do some stuff, do other stuff. Okay, cool. So let's turn this off. Let's pick this up. Now, I want to build a few lightning rods. Those are going to be protection as well as collecting energy for us. So we start with that, and then we can start to get other things going. So let's go back to our area here, where we have dubbed our new planet, Planetfall, I should say, and get things set up. I do have a mall made for each different area, specifically for what they need. Okay, I'm going to put down those lightning collectors so that we don't get killed. Ugh. So that is sizzling because it's collecting lightning. It is protecting us, okay? That blue area, we're protected. It's unhappy because it's looking for a place to transmit the energy, aka like an accumulator. Okay. So let's put one up here. Actually, let's not put one there. We want to put them... Well, actually, it doesn't have to be as far apart as possible. But, you know, you save on materials if it is. So now, what I'm going to do is we're going to assign this. We're going to get the 2 Fulgora thing. We're going to add the planet starter pack Fulgora. And basically grab down every single thing from the ship. And all of that stuff, because this is what we put on the ship. It's the same item, so it's going to pull it down. So this is quite an efficient way to get stuff. Now, you'll notice that these things each arrive in a cargo bay. This thing can only pull down as many cargo bays as we have. So we ordered 10, so it can only pull down 10 cargo bays worth of stuff at a time, or 10 rockets worth of stuff. So you see stuff starting to appear in here, which is nice. Those are for our trains. I'm going to go ahead and probably... We need to... one of the things that we need to do is... We don't have things in here that you might expect. Like, there are no miners in here. Like, where are the miners? Well, the miners are represented by chips and flying robot frames and other stuff. Okay, so we have to craft a lot of this stuff because it's simply more efficient to do things that way. Okay, let's get more flying robot frames. All right, and I want to do... Ooh, we want to do, let's see, 50 of these for now. And then I think the rest might be Logibots here. Okay, cool thing is we do have some scrap available. So this is going to take a tiny bit to craft, but I also, some of the more important things is getting the scrap stuff up and running. So I'm going to craft like 20 miners. And I think we are going to have to craft power poles as well. No, we actually have power poles. Okay. Some of the cheap stuff to ship, I just ship it as it is. But a lot of it is, it's much better when, if you craft it yourself in many ways. So, okay, very cool. And I'm going to take the rails with us. And belts and these things, all the buildy things. Let's see. I can also probably make a few more lightning collectors as well. Where did they go? I feel like the lightning collectors should be with this stuff, like the electricity stuff. I don't know why they're in a building thing. That feels weird to me. Now, do we have... There's our accumulators. Okay. So accumulators are quite an important part of the electricity pattern on Fulgora, right? The sort of like, this is how we do electricity here idea. Look at this. We already have stuff and things. This is pretty great. These guys need to have power poles to connect them to the rest of the electricity world here. Okay, that's not available. So do I have substations? I do. Okay, so what I usually also like to do is do substations to put, you know, accumulator grids, basically. That's what we want to do. So let's just grab these. I think it's 2, 3. Okay, one more row. Okay, so this is a perfect accumulator grid, and I've now locked myself in because for some reason you cannot walk past these. This is a concept I really don't understand. Let me X this so we can put it a little bit more efficiently. So let's start with here. I'm gonna, actually, should I put it up there? Or maybe I should put it in this area. I kind of wanted scrap processing to be up here, but I'm thinking it might be better just in this area. Maybe we put our accumulators up here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is we need to protect this area with lightning rods. So I'm going to put them kind of on the side here. See if that... It does cover the entire thing, which is good. Okay. However... okay, that's not great. So, let's see. I want to build some of these big electric poles. I think they might reach. Oops, there we go. Okay, there we go. So now all the things are connected. Except for this. Let's get that. Okay, there we go. So part of this is going to be we need to build accumulators. We need to build... The way the electricity works is you want to build lightning collectors over the entirety of your islands, okay? And then you build accumulators to help you because the lightning storms are only at night. So during the daytime, it's kind of the reverse of a solar cycle. And so you use the accumulators to spend the power, to collect power, and then you can spend it in the morning or daytime. Run over this stuff so the bots don't have too much to do. All right, cool. And then we want to get miners. I don't think I brought any modules, so I'm not going to bother with those right now, but those are a thing we can easily make. So let's just do a standard kind of mining patch here. Yes, you can use your blueprints. It's up to you. Is that... It's hard to tell what's ore and what not. Like, is that ore or is that... That's not ore. This is out. Scrap, ore, whatever. Same thing. Okay, we'll just do this here. Now those like little cloud shapes, that means that you are in danger of lightning storms hitting you. So, not great. Okay, how did that even happen? That was weird. Okay. So let's get power poles and then lightning protector collectors. Protector collectors. I like this. This sounds even better. Okay. Lightning things. Perfect. Okay. So one covers that entire area. Now I have special blueprints for scrap thingies. And I'm going to use a blueprint instead of building it from scratch. And I think you'll see why in a second. So if you go to the Space Age folder, it's under Fulgora. And oh, I have accumulator chunks. How convenient. And they're in a repeatable blueprint as well. So we have a thing called red belt scrap. And that's the one we're going to use. Oh, I need to make scrappy maker thingies. Yeah, that sounded really good in English. Recyclers. Whoops. Can I make any? Hello? Wait, what is happening? Oh, I was outside of the menu thingy. Wait, we don't have any blue chips? What? We don't have blue chips? Oh. Maybe I can make some. No, I can't make some. How did this ship... Oh my god. I swear, man. I swear. How do I not send blue chips? I think because Fulgora has a lot of blue chips, but unless you are able to mine them, you can't get them. You know? Let's take 300. Actually, yeah, 300 blue chips is fine. Actually, 100 blue chips is fine. And we'll do a custom minimum payload. So this is going to fill the rocket with only 100 instead of waiting for... Well, if we had 100 up here and the minimum is 300, then it would never go. But since we request 100 and minimum we're setting to 100, then it will send us 100 and then we're going to be good. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right. Anyway, it's going to bring us some blue chips here shortly. So, let's, again, Space Age, Fulgora, and red belt scrap. And I'm going to show you why why we do the things we do. So maybe we have a train station here, and then we belt the scrap down here into this array. So let's just start here. Let's put this here. So the reason I didn't want to build this from scratch, let me just put in a couple of lightning collectors here so that it's a bit, you know, not blinky everywhere. I think that's better. Less blinky is more better. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Is because what happens is that we're going to build recyclers here. And we have, this is our input scrap line, which we can connect right now. Okay. Now it's not going to work because we can't build these yet. We need these blue chips, which, damn it, game, how? All right. I'm gonna put that on my thing. Blue chips. I have a list on the left-hand side of, or left screen of mine here. Anyway, the recyclers process scrap, okay? And then the recycling recipe, since I can't show it to you at the moment, is quite interesting. It is one of the most unique recipes that we have ever seen in Factorio because it has a couple of products that come from it. This puts oil to shame, and I can't find the scrap thing. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Used in. Okay, so the scrap recycling recipe results in these things, in these percentages. Many, many items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different items that you get. Okay? That's a lot. And all of these items are down here. So what we do with a lot of these is, did I put, oh, it's just greater than normal. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, all of these inserters, and this is what I didn't want to try to do from scratch, is try to redo all of these inserters and mark them. I think you see why I didn't build this. Anyway, we got scrap coming in, we got products coming out, and all of this goes in a circling belt, and these inserters pick them up and put them into storage boxes. Now, basically, we're going to do a bot base, and yes, you can do this with belts, but I feel like it's actually much more efficient if you do it with bots just because of the sheer amount of belts you need for all of this stuff. Not to mention all of the non-normal items. And you definitely want non-normal items because those are going to help you with your legendary achievement. Where is that achievement? Let's see, achievements. Let's see, it might be at the bottom because it is the thing that takes the longest, I think. It's called No Room for More. Fill every legendary tile of legendary mech armor with legendary equipment. That's a lot harder than it sounds. Trust me. It really is. Are you back yet? Why are you not here? What does it want? Oh, it wants belts. Huh. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, now it's going. All right. That reminds me not to take down the starter items anymore. Okay. We're just going to grab those. Because I think what happened is it grabbed more belts than it should have. Well, then it keeps grabbing the ship belts. And so then the ship wants more belts every time. So yeah, not great. Anyway, we can start with some stuff here. Also, we can do a thing here where we put in a chest. Can I make a chest? Simple chest, please. Yeah, an iron chest will do. Yep. Okay, and then we output priority from input, actually from the right. Okay, and since we have those, I'll use that, and the scrap goes in there. And then we get to have inventory space. Yes. Nice. So now, we discussed putting the train station here. I think that's a good idea. I'm not sure what we're going to do up here. Maybe production of some kind. Maybe we put oil up here. That's a good spot for it. But we want to start getting scrap from these islands because they do have a lot more than we have. This is only 388K, 254K, so basically a 500,000 between them. And this is 168 million. This might last us the entire playthrough. It's pretty epic, that. So I want to make a train station, or at least 2 train stations. Okay. And then let's go ahead and place down an unload station. Actually, we can use the copper one that we had from before. That wouldn't be too bad. We can... Actually, this is in the way. This is not in a good spot right there. Because if the train station's here, we need to... Oh, I know what I can do. I can route the belts downward and through. That's fine. That's just fine. Yeah, okay. That's cool. We can do that. Maybe we put it all the way here. Something like that. Yep, sure. Okay, and we can have one belt coming this way. That would be okay. And then this is going to be a requester chest here for fuel. Do I have fuel? Train fuel? I don't have a thing called train fill? Okay. All right. Train fuel. All right, we're going to request here. We're going to get a lot of solid fuel, so that's what we're going to request. Other places might be different. Just depends. So what I want to do is collect some of this, and we're going to have this interact here to fill this up. We're going to have an input from the right there. Okay, and we also need a lightning rod here. I'm really glad that these warnings are quite visible. Very, very, very visible. Okay. And you go here. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to name this something here. We're going to call it... Actually, we just call it scrap drop-off. Okay. Should we call it... Do we want to be epic and call it like main base or something? Also, maybe we just make it red. Sure. All right. And then this one is going to be scrap. It's kind of gray, red, blue icon. That will change when we get these things in place here. Now we can, I think what we do here is we want to make this as square as possible, to be honest. And the reason for that is so we can put in more accumulator thing. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Holy fuzzy cats. God. Oh, this game sometimes, man. This game. Excuse me. I'm also not sure if the lightning damages rails or not. Actually, let's test it. Let's see if it does or not. Okay, it's not wanting to go up. Apparently there's a hotkey for up, but I don't know what it is. I don't remember what it is. Let's put it here. Okay. Also, FYI, you can only go on the shallow part of this with the thing until you unlock some other things. So, just saying. In case you're wondering why this gets so squiggly. Okay, we're probably going to go this way. Again, we're leaving room for more accumulator thingies here. Interestingly, us mere humans can walk in this deeper stuff, but apparently the rails cannot walk in the deeper stuff. And since this is going to be a two-way train line, we're not going to put any signals on it. That may seem strange, but There are reasons which I will explain later when we add maybe a passing place if we end up with more than one train or not. I want to see, did we get our chips? We did. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the ship back to Novice, and we're going to do a passenger not present present. Basically so that it stops and stays wherever it goes. And when we get the thing like we did just now, go back and get it, you know. So what we really want to do here is we want to start making these recyclers. I should have gotten more chips, I feel. Wait, what are we missing? Concrete. Oh, we need more concrete. Okay. That's fair. So now we're going to put these in place. And I don't think we have any modules, but that's okay. We don't really need that many modules. We're just going to start having these sushi belts of joy and start making stuff for our factory. And we're going to get stuff like concrete and blue chips and other stuff that we can make into more materials. So this has been a really good start, but I'm looking at the time, and yes, it is time to thank all of my wonderful patrons. Thank you so very much for your support. I so appreciate it. But it's time to go, alas. We need to finish up this episode so that I can make more for you. And we'll have one for tomorrow as well. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.